When your music rocks and your station rocks.
What would I do without your smile now?
Ready, set. It's going down.
Right here at Yes Media Academy Radio. The rhythm goes on. We raise the roof all day, every day.
It's 6 o'clock from the studios of Yes Smart Radio, the First Media Academy Radio. Good evening and thank you for joining us on Yes News Now. In the headlines, on Keridolu's campaign vehicle, Okorocha says he has no problem with Uzodinma. Oshiomhole meets Buhari at Aso Villa. COVID-19 patient writes WASC from isolation center in Gombe. And from the exciting world of sports, Mikel joins Stoke City. Now the news in detail. My name is Olatunde Ido. Good evening. An Ondo State Magistrate Court sitting in Akure, the state capital, has ordered the remand of a man, Jimo Jubril, in prison for allegedly destroying a vehicle belonging to the campaign team of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu. The defendant was arrested by the men of the Ondo State Police Command in Owo, the headquarters of Owo local government area of the state, for destroying the campaign vehicle and shooting about 5 persons during mayhem in Iju Igboroke area of the ancient town. The vehicle allegedly destroyed by the defendant is worth 2.5 million naira. Jubril was arraigned on 6 counts of bordering on conspiracy, malicious damage, and attempted murder. However, the defendant pleaded, but his plea was not taken by the court. The prosecutor urged the court to remand him in prison custody pending the legal advice from the State Directorate of Public Prosecution. The magistrate, Mayomi, remanded the defendant at the custody of the Nigerian Correctional Services and ordered the in 2020. The former governor of Imo State, Uzodinma, former governor of Imo State and member representing Imo West Senatorial District, Senator Rochas Okorocha, has denied having any problem with Governor Hope Uzodinma. The senator said rather Governor Uzodinma is the one creating problems for himself and also inventing problems where they do not exist. Uzodinma had at the Imo APC stakeholders meeting last weekend said that the reason he fell out with the senator was because Okorocha asked to dissolve the probe panel set up against him by Chief Emeka Ehiedioha, and that Okorocha also asked him to retain Daniel Nwafo as a state chairman of APC because of his 2023 presidential. Governor further stated that Okorocha asked him to recall the sacked elected local government chairman and that he refused to grant any of the requests for the former governor. But reacting to the statement, Okorocha, through his special advisor on media, Sam Medo, said that was the first time he was hearing from Uzodinma that he had demanded the dissolution of the probe panel. President Muhammadu Buhari and a former national chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress, Adams Oshiomhole, are currently meeting. The meeting is holding inside the presidential villa in Abuja. Oshiomhole was a regular visitor to the presidential villa when he was the chairman of the ruling party, while he stopped in June when the party dissolved its National Working Committee. This meeting is coming ahead of the governorship election in Edo State, seen as a battle between Oshiomhole and his successor, Godwin Obaseki, who is seeking re-election on the platform of the People's Democratic Party after he was disqualified from contesting for the APC ticket. Oshiomhole arrived for the meeting at about 2:50 p.m. today. A candidate who tested positive for COVID-19 wrote his first paper in the ongoing West Secondary School certificate exam from an isolation center. The unnamed male candidate wrote his mathematics examination under the supervision of an invigilator who was fully kitted in equipment. The Gombe State Public Health Emergency Operations Center disclosed this in a message posted on its Twitter handle today. The candidate was simply identified as a final year student of Government Senior Secondary School, Gombe. The tweet read, "Health and education are a priority in Gombe State." A final year student of GSSS Gombe tested positive for COVID-19 and was isolated yesterday, Sunday, and today, Monday. He is writing mathematics SSE while ensuring his invigilator is well protected. The message was accompanied by 2 photographs showing the candidate and his fully kitted invigilator. The tweet has attracted commendations from many Twitter users, including the Director General, Nigeria Center for Disease Control, Dr. Chikwe Ehekwezu. Ehekwezu, who was one of those tagged, responded via his verified Twitter handle saying, "Good work by our colleagues in Gombe. There are many exceptional colleagues quietly pushing to take our country to work." From the exciting world of sport, John Obi Mikel has joined Stoke City, the club he has confirmed. He is the 4th signing of the summer for the club. The Nigerian international midfielder joins Morgan Fox, James Chester and Stephen Fletcher in checking in at the Betsy 365 Stadium ahead of the 2020-2021 championship season, a statement obtained via the club's website. Mikel, who won a host of domestic and European honours during a glittering 11-year stay at Chelsea, returns to English football after a spell in the Turkish Super League with Trabzonspor. On his part, Mikel described joining Stoke as a new chapter. And that ends Yes News Now. But before I go, let me bring you a recap of the stories I brought you earlier. In the news, we told you that a court in Ondo State has remanded a man for damaging Akeredolu's campaign vehicle. Okorocha says he has no problem with Uzodinma. Oshomole meets Buhari at Aso Rock. COVID-19 patient rights WASC from isolation center in Gombe. From the exciting world of sport, Mikel joins Stoke City. The news was produced and edited by Banke Bello Arilewo and delivered by Olatunde Ido. Many thanks for listening. Do join us as we bring you the Yoruba version of